So Augustus Kent is asking, do you see other community-run initiatives like Discover Ergo Day, the Ergo Community Special? Yes, it is very special. Discover Ergo Day has been a tremendous success. You guys did a fantastic job participating. This was community, there's not too many people in this community. In fact, I don't really know any people in this community. They're just going to say, and Discover Ergo Day, screw these guys. Just let them do it themselves. Everybody just jumped on this thing, and when we did it, it's trending. It's blowing up. I see these kinds of community initiatives going on in the future. I don't see why not. I think this is a great initiative. I think in the future you might want to have more specific community-driven initiatives like this. Maybe something that's maybe more a day that's more education focused, more use case focused, maybe another one that's more minor focused, more research focused. So I think I see there definitely being other initiatives like this out there in the coming months and weeks. I just think what we really need to do from here on is, of course, do Discover Ergo Day. Again, we have to do this. Aside from that, more specific initiatives, something that will shine a light on different parts of the ecosystem and really introduce people to them, get the knowledge out there, and just really, get people just sinking their teeth into all these different parts so that we can expand on these parts, because you don't know. I mean, you never know. And actually, I do know that this will have that effect when somebody, say, for example, that wasn't really paying much attention to the Ergo education materials, sinks their teeth in and is an educator themselves. They say, oh, wait a second. I can add to this. I know how to do how to add to this. And you get more material like that. You get more participation. The same with research, the same with tech. So yeah, it's great. And I really see it happening again. What is your take on this, Joe?
People ask me that all the time, and they're like, hey, can I do this? And I say, listen, this is an open ecosystem, right? In terms of your ability to get on Twitter to work with the ecosystem to, create some kind of initiative, you have as much power as me, right? You don't need my permission. Now, it's nice to have like heads up of whatever's happening, because a lot of the times, the Ergo Foundation and the community in general is happy to support this kind of thing, but take as much power over the ecosystem as you can.
Yeah. And look, I'll give you my personal experience, right? So, I have been involved in the Cardano ecosystem for a long time, since the beginning. You also now know me from the Ergo ecosystem, but really a lot of the stuff that I put out on Twitter that gets, engagement, I would say, a lot of times is just my own initiative. And I get support. I do get support from the community. I get support from the Ergo Foundation. I'm really grateful for that. But that is there for anybody. Anybody can do that. I'll tell you, a year ago, okay, so right now my Twitter, my Twitter account has got something like, I think like 13,400 or 500 followers. That went up from probably about 300 to 400 this time last year. And that's not because I am some sort of a brilliant mind that attracts people's interest so much that flock to me. Is because I just stayed at it. I utilized the ecosystem. I found an audience. I communicated with the community, and we all came together, and people really built up interest alongside with me. And there's other people like this in the ecosystem as well. They're not connected directly to the Ergo Foundation or to to some official body of the Cardano Foundation. They're just there spreading the word, bringing valuable information, bringing content, bringing awareness, and bringing these kinds of initiatives. And so don't be afraid if you don't have thousands of followers. you can have one follower. It doesn't matter. The system ecosystem is here to support you. The Ergo Foundation is here to support you. We're here for you. We're working for you guys. Okay, it's not the other way around. So if there is an initiative out there, it doesn't have to come from the Ergo ecosystem, but we will support it. I guarantee you, if it's a good initiative, if it's along the lines of what the ecosystem is about, we will support it. And I'm sure Joe is right along there with me.
Yeah, I would say in terms of looking at Discover Ergo Day, really two things I think are important if the community wants to replicate this again and they wanted like my input of how to do that. First thing is incentives matter, right? I think that having some community fundraising, reward skin in the game, that type of thing ultimately will assist with participation. And I think the second thing is keep it classy. There's been a ton of really great educational posts out there. And, you know, let's be honest, sometimes, you know, socials and crypto are a bit of a shit show. So I think keeping it classy and really helping educate people versus just, you know, making noise is more beneficial long term.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Just as long as there's real value, I think I just don't see us not supporting it. This community is really welcoming. It's really open-minded, and all the entities are here. I mean, you know, it's there's a reason why Charles says that it feels like Bitcoin 2013 or, you know, early Bitcoin, because back then that community was like this. Some had more reach than others, but they helped each other. You know, the community helped each other. And that's what happened. And that's what's happened to Ergo. It doesn't matter if you have, you know, 60,000 followers like the Ergo Foundation account does, or if you have 0 followers or 1 follower. Okay, if you're out there, if you're a community member, if you put out a initiative that adds value, the community will support you, and the Ergo Foundation will support you. We're all in this together, guys. And that's the bottom line. Nobody's here to, you know, stand on a podium and point to themselves and say, hey, me, me, me. I mean, not that I can see. Of course, there's exceptions to the rule, but if the bulk of the community seems really into just helping each other.
Yeah, with Discover Ergo Day, I didn't give anybody permission. I just found out about it when someone said, hey, are you going to participate? And I said, sure, but, you know, I don't want to win rewards. So, you know, anybody out there, it's an open ecosystem and there's a lot of value in that.